welcome to the world of knowledge. Before getting into the topic, let's look what and how the solar system works with reference to comet. You have to investigate the solar system and collect all the information possible. The mission is in your hands. Get on board and take off. You are in outer space. Look how beautiful the solar system is. The solar system is part of a galaxy called the Milky Way. The solar system is made up of a great star called the Sun and 8 planets. There are also moons or satellites that rotate around the planets. The Sun is the star in the solar system. All of the planets orbit around it. The energy that gives off is necessary for life on Earth. That one there, closest to the Sun, is called Mercury. It is grey and the smallest planet in the solar system. The next planet is Venus. It is the most similar to Earth. They are almost the same size. And here we have Earth, where we come from. I think you already know a lot about it. Let's go on to Mars. It is known as the red planet. Mars is smaller than Earth and it doesn't have water. Oh, and it has 2 moons. This one here is Jupiter. It is the biggest planet in the solar system. It is gaseous, made up of gas and liquid, except for its core that is rock. Here we have Saturn, the ring planet. It is the second biggest planet. It is another one of the gaseous planet. The rings are made of rocks and asteroids. And here is the ice giant Uranus. It is also made up of gases and liquids. It has 27 moons. And finally, we have Neptune, the planet furthest from the Sun. Because of its location, it is the coldest planet of all. The planets spin around the Sun. This movement is called revolution. Thanks to that, the length of a day and night changes and there are different seasons. They also spin around themselves, and this is called rotation. Thanks to this movement, the length of a day and night changes as well as the temperature of each area. Each planet makes 2 movements at different speeds and distances around the Sun. Because of this, a day lasts 24 hours on Earth and 243 earthly days on Venus. Since ancient times, people noticed bright stars appear in the sky just as they disappear. Today we know that these were not stars but they were comets. A comet is a small celestial body the size of an average city which consists of ice, rock, and frozen gases. It rushes out of dark depth of space, remaining invisible for a long time. But when this dirty snowball approaches the sun, it gets heated and forms a bright trail of dust and gas. They can stretch for millions of miles. Here you go. I wish if you could take page number 94 and do the following puzzle with the help of the audio which I gave before. Hope you have done the answer correctly. Here is the answer for that. Congratulations for your success. Okay, now let me ask you, did you know what and how the comet came? Yes, in 1858, English portrait artist William Sherwood took the first photograph of Comet Donati, followed by American astronomer George Pond the next night. The first photographic discovery of a comet was made by American astronomer Edward Barnard in 1892 while he was photographing the Milky Way. As I told you before in the video about how the comet is made, as shown here, if you want, you can note this down. The Comet by Norman Littleford. Norman Littleford was born on 18th May 1889 and he died on 20th May 1947, and he was an American poet born in Maryland, USA. Most of his works focused on life and nature. His poems are simple but deep in thought and provoke the reader to observe the ideas beyond the usual. The Comet is written by Norman Littleford, and the poem is divided into 6 stanzas with 4 lines each. Hence, each stanza is known as a quatrain. The poem talks about a comet in full flight. Now let's enjoy singing the memory poem.
Rampaging through the heavens, never stopping day or night. A spectacle of a lifetime, a comet in full flight, faster than a cheetah, with a tail that's miles long, bigger than a mountain, so powerful and strong. The outer ice is melting, causing vapor from the force, and leaves a trail behind it as it travels on its course. If one should come too close to Earth, the atmosphere will shake. With shock wave reaching to the ground, causing the land to quake. Scientists say the chemicals in the dust they leave behind could have started life on Earth, which resulted in mankind. I cannot say if this is true, I do not have the right, but I know no better spectacle than a comet in full flight.
Okay, hope you enjoyed this song that is familiar to you. Now, let's move on to the detailed explanation of the poem The Comet. The stanza 1, which indicates rampaging through the heavens, never stopping day or night, a spectacle of a lifetime, a comet in full flight. Which means the poet describes a moving comet which speeds through the heavens. It never takes a break either in day or at night. When a comet is in its full flight, it gives a spectacular scene. Faster than a cheetah, with a tail that's miles long, bigger than a mountain, so powerful and strong, which means the traveling speed of comet is compared to that of a cheetah, and it is also compared to that of a mountain as it is powerful and strong. Stanza 3. The outer ice is melting, causing vapor from the force, and leaves a trail behind it as it travels on its course. Which means when comet is nearing the sun, the outer layer of the ice melts and forms a mass of vapor and leaves behind a trail as it travels on its way to the earth forcefully. The fourth stanza, where we could see that if one should come too close to the earth, the atmosphere will shake, with shock waves reaching to the ground, causing the land to quake. Which means if comet comes very close to the atmosphere, it causes shake, which in turn produces a shock wave. When the shock wave reaches the surface of the earth, it causes the earth to quake. Scientists say the chemicals in the dust they leave behind could have started life on earth, which resulted in mankind. Which means, according to the scientist, the comet left behind some chemicals in the form of dust, which resulted in the emerging of life on earth, and thus mankind came into existence. Stanza 6. I cannot say if this is true. I do not have the right, but I know no better spectacle than a comet in full flight. Which means the poet is not sure about the belief as he is not a scientist and expert in the field of astronomy, but he is mesmerized or hypnotized or spellbound by the spectacle of comet. To summarize, the poem, The Comet, as the title says, is about the comet. It is very simple poem. Comet is a celestial or heavenly object consisting of ice and dust. When the comet nearing the sun, it forms tail-like structure. Please note that children, it is tail-like structure. The tail-like structure made of gas and dust particles when moving away from the sun, it creates a spectacular appearance in the atmosphere. It is a spectacle of lifetime to see a comet going through the heavens or atmosphere non-stop. It has a long tail and it travels faster than a cheetah. It is bigger and stronger than a mountain. When it is near the sun, its ice melts and leaves a trail behind. When it is closer to the earth's atmosphere shakes and shock waves create a crater or halo or depression on earth. Scientists believe that the chemicals and dust the comet might be the cause for the life on the earth to come into existence. The poet is not sure about that belief, but he is mesmerized by the spectacle or the scene or the sight of the comet moving. Thus, we can conclude that The Comet by Norman Littleford, that the poet So, a comet in the sky, it traveled faster than a cheetah and it had a long tail and it is bigger than a mountain and powerful and strong. Its outer space is covered with ice. It is the main cause of earthquake. Scientists say it was from Earth, from its dust. It was a spectacle to see a comet. You got a detailed idea of the poem The Comet by Norman Littleford from this video. You are awesome. Thank you for having a patient listening to my video. Thank you.